All right, y'all. So as always, we are back with another bullish Toshi video. And this one, we're going to be talking about some huge things. Of course, we have another exchange listing, but I actually want to give you all a little bit of perspective before we get into some of the announcements and what's been said around the community, because a lot of people aren't really framing things the way that it should be framed, in my opinion. So I'm going to tell you all some of the ways that I'm looking at things and how I'm seeing Toshi moving right now, and why I think Toshi's time is a lot sooner than you may realize. Because Toshi, these type of projects, no meme coin has forever. No meme coin has forever. Now, can it build up to the point where it could last forever, where it has Dogecoin caliber marketing and things like that, and it becomes a household brand and stuff? Yes, we can get there. But now is the window, and the moves that's being made right now, that's going to decide if Toshi is ever going to be that brand, and if Toshi ever gets there. It has to happen right now, and let me explain why. So, when it comes down to Toshi and what's actually going on, look at all the listings we have. Look at how it passed Bitcoin in volume. Look at all the fundamentals that supports Toshi being very, very successful. Now, the reason that it has to do it now is because if this momentum dies down and you try to pick it up next bull run, we already have these listings. We already, we've already broke those records. We've already done a lot of the stuff that and this is framing it in a way where we let this cool down until next bull run. By next bull run, everything Toshi has done is in the past, and what are you going to actually do to, bring it up to the status of any other meme coin that's going to be popular during the next bull run? You can't let this opportunity right now pass you by, because it may never come again. And that is why I think Toshi's foot is on the gas so hard, and that's why I believe Toshi is going to go crazy this year, because it has to. When you have all the signals and all the fundamentals that this project has, you have to use that. You have to use that during this bull run, because people's attention spans, it go like this. So by next year, nobody is going to really be caring about what's going on with Toshi, especially if we're in a bear market, in a really, really bad bear market where everything's down. No one's going to be thinking about the markets in general, because most things are going to be down or heading down. So taking advantage of all these listings we've gotten this year, how hot Toshi has been the entire year, this is the time where it needs to be done, because this is the first time that has ever happened, and it can only be the first time this happens once ever. It can only happen for the first time one time, and that time has happened this year. This is the same logic I have for Bitcoin as well, by the way. Bitcoin can only become a true currency of the world one time, and that time is this year. This is why I believe that this bull run. This is why I believe that this bull run is going to be the biggest bull run we have ever seen throughout crypto history. I believe that we're going to see unexpected highs, and I don't think anyone is bullish enough on exactly what we see from Bitcoin. I think everyone is thinking logical, oh, it was this, now we can get up to 150,000, or, we can get up to, we're hearing so much realistic stuff, and I don't believe that it's gonna be realistic, because Bitcoin becoming a currency of the world legitimately for the first time ever, that is not realistic. So there's nothing realistic about the market. There's nothing realistic about what Toshi is doing. And this is why I believe that this bull run, we're going to be seeing a lot of unrealistic things when it comes down to everything happening right now. So this is where I'm placing my bets. I'm following the facts. I'm following the data. I'm following the information. And that's how I invest personally. I'm not looking for something to gamble on. I'm looking for sure things. And if anything is going to be a sure thing, in my opinion, that is going to be Toshi. So this is just a little bit of my perspective that I wanted to share with you all. This is how I'm looking at things. I think that Toshi is very calculated, and the reason that we're seeing so much happen this year is because they know you have this year, this time, this moment to prove yourself. With all the exchanges Toshi has been listed on, with all the great looks Toshi has had this year, it's going to be hard for Toshi to compete with this in the future, unless Toshi has an insane bull run. They build so much success. They store a lot of money up in the Toshi vault, and they have capital to deploy into the next bull run. That's how Toshi becomes a household brand. Like, Toshi needs to do some insane things this bull run for that to happen. So That being said, I'm thinking that this is only the beginning for Toshi, but that's just my thoughts. That like I said, it's now or never in my opinion. It's now or never. So that being said, let's jump into it. And I say all this as the price is going down, but this is the game. This is the game. This is how it goes. So I'm not really a short-term based type of guy. Listen, I buy, I hold, and when it dips, I buy more. So for me, this is a buy zone. This is definitely a buy zone. We haven't even started to do what Toshi is going to do. So yeah, that being said, let's jump into what's actually going on today. My man's Coco, he said, very grateful to the OKX team. We've been listed on OKX if you all have not heard. It's been a pleasure working with them on the Toshi listing. Incredibly professional, very pleasant. Looking forward to a strong, long-lasting relationship, allowing the blue cat to shine even brighter. So as you can see, he's showing love to the OKX team. We just got the announcement that we are on OKX, and that is very, very huge. Then this is another one. Floyd said, Chinese whales are coming for your Toshi after the announcement of being listed on OKX. OKX will open up spot trading for this and Toshi on October 7th at 9 p.m. So at 9 p.m., this is when spot listing is supposed to open up. I don't know what time that equates to, but we have the OKX listing. So OKX actually announced, and this is, I believe, the biggest exchange in China. I believe that's the biggest exchange in China, if I'm not mistaken. I know that there's a few other projects that I've been a part of that got the OKX listing too, and it was a pretty big deal in that country. So yeah. Anyway, next. $1 million in $1 million in volume traded past 7 minutes on OKX, by the way. They love the blue cat. So $1 million was traded that quick. $1 million was traded for Toshi. Is that a B? 24-hour volume? 1.5 billion. That says billion. Or is that in the Chinese currency? I don't know. Like that's a crazy volume. USDT. Oh, this is the amount of Toshi. That's Toshi's amount. Okay, so it's $1 million. $1 million in 24-hour volume, but this was in the first 7 minutes that it was listed, I believe. So yeah, that's huge. That is huge. Toshi coming through. Soon as it gets listed, it starts doing its numbers over there. That is insane. So yeah. Next. Look at this. Toshi Gang sincerely appreciates the listing. OKX wallet. Binance and Robinhood next. So yeah, as you can see, listing time, they listed that Toshi was going to be listed, and then my man said the Toshi Gang appreciates that, which we all do. We definitely do. And then I always love to see this. Floyd always tweets this out to show you the progress that Toshi has made throughout all the listings. Check it out. We have MEXC, we got Gate, we got Bybit, Kraken, Coinbase, Revolut, Binance US, BitHump, BitGet, Upbit, OKX, Binance Alpha as well, by the way. Then we're waiting for Binance and Robinhood. We pretty much have all the big ones. Like we have all the big names, and there's a lot more than this. They just aren't the mainstream big names people really care most about. So this is the bigger ones that people would probably notice, and that, really out of the big boys club, we're waiting on two things, which Binance, that's pretty much already in the bag. I believe the Binance one is pretty much already in the bag. So we're really only waiting on, like, the Binance listing. It has to happen, of course. It has to happen. But we're mainly waiting on Robinhood. We got to see if Toshi can pull off the Robinhood listing, because if it does that, it's definitely legendary, and that is some Dogecoin caliber. That's some Dogecoin caliber work right there. If we can get that Robinhood listing, I'm convinced that we're gonna have like a Dogecoin caliber bull run from Toshi. If we can get that Robinhood, because Robinhood is very, very huge when it comes down to retail. Retail loves cats too, by the way. Even though there has never been a successful cat meme coin, there needs to be. Toshi is very well positioned to be. And if we can secure these, if we can secure this Robinhood, man, Toshi is going to be off to the races. But yeah, it says it has to be Toshi. Can you think of a better ticker? Named after Satoshi, the name of Brian's cat, who is bald, CEO of Coin, a future $1 trillion company. So yeah, I always love to see this list updated because it lets us know how far Toshi has come. And like, Toshi's not playing. Toshi is not playing this bull run whatsoever. So I'm expecting some big things this bull run. I've already told you all the reasons why, but yeah. Now check it out. Toshi is it was also trending number 10 on Stocktwits. Now, this is big because this is actually a bigger platform than I knew at the time. I looked into it and it was a surprising amount of people who was on this. Now, it's been a while since I've actually researched this and since I actually looked at it, but I remember at the time, it actually shocked me how big this was. So the fact that Toshi is always trending somewhere and always looking very impressive, that just lets you know that it's a Toshi thing. Then on Stocktwits, it says, Toshi is trending as community members express strong bullish sentiment and anticipate a significant rise, potentially aiming to drop a zero soon. Discussions revolve around upcoming exchange listings like Robinhood and Binance, drawing comparisons to previous Memecoin pumps and Doge's success. The community highlights Toshi's utility and the backing from Coinbase, fueling speculation about a major price surge. So, I mean, that's actually fairly accurate on what's going on. You can tell that they in the know with what's happening right now. So yeah, Toshi is trending and they're keeping track of why Toshi is trending. And I think this is actually a very, very good look for a Toshi. So yeah, the fact that we're trending there and they got the whole story right, love it. Toshi's 3D chart looks like this and you're still not max bidding. That's literally a stairway to heaven. So as we can see, we got the stairway heading up. And right now we're building looks like another hump. And how many humps are we gonna, go to these explosions? We had a couple humps here, explode. A couple humps here, explode. How long until we, get a couple humps and then max explosion? Because that's what we're waiting for. That's pretty much what's loading up right now. So you can tell that Toshi wants to do it, which is waiting for the right time to do it. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. The chart looks fantastic. Now, remember, boys and girls, when you see abnormally large sell orders on Toshi, it means someone with a lot of money wants you to see an abnormally large sell order. This is facts. When people place insane sell orders, it's to make a scene, it's to make noise, it's to get it talked about and to get people watching it. A lot of whales move in silence, which means buying in small increments, small amounts, so you stay under the radar and people don't really notice what you're doing. When you make a big move, for whatever reason, you want people to see you, whether you want to trick them out of their position, whether you want to give people hope, like no matter what, like when you're doing it so people can see it, there's a reason that you decided to take that route so people could see you and you're in the public eye with that move. So yeah, like understand that. It means someone with a lot of money wants you to see an abnormally large sell order. You gotta, I think that it could be a tactic to just scare people. So you're looking like, oh snaps, they're selling. It's time for me to sell. And then they'll just buy back in and take your position and things like that. So that's what you have to be careful of. The insanely large sell orders. As you can see, 229 million Toshi for sale. They know what's about to happen and they want you to sell more of your Toshi. Toshi up big very soon. So yeah, Whales is playing whale games. But we already know whales do this. Toshi subreddit is consistently one of the most active in all of crypto. A large portion of retail finds coins on Reddit. Connect the dots. As you can see, top 100 in crypto. This Toshi, our Toshi Reddit is constantly a top project in crypto on Reddit. And that's huge. It's huge that everywhere Toshi goes, it has a massive amount of support. It has a massive amount of support and a lot of people looking for it and following it. So Toshi is building a name and reputation. And like I said, this is not success that can be replicated next bull run without Toshi doing insanely well this bull run. I mean, insanely well. If Toshi doesn't go parabolic off of all the fundamentals that it had this year, I highly doubt you can convince a community to help it go parabolic next year. And that's just the truth when it comes down to Toshi. So this is a momentum that you have to capitalize on. a lot of people think that, oh, when we got listed on Coinbase, we needed to capitalize on that momentum. No, it's deeper than that, and it's much bigger than that. I'm not worried about it going back down after the Coinbase listing. I'm not worried about it going down after every Coinbase listing. It's about the accumulative things that has happened this year and how long the whales have been stacking, how long people have been slowly and low-key believing in this. It's a lot of people riding for Toshi and who believes that big things are going to happen. If it doesn't, with all of this going on, I don't know how you convince people if you fail with all of this that has happened. So, and yeah, I don't believe that it's going to be a failure either. So it has to happen this year, or not this year, this bull run, because we don't know when we're going to see the peak of the bull run. It could be towards the end of this year. It could be this month. It could be towards the end of the year, or it could be towards the beginning of next year. I mean, we don't know. But when this bull run peaks, I believe that Toshi is going to be one of the projects amongst the, amongst the greats. So yeah, let's get into the last one, last but not least. Is there any other meme coin in the market where the monthly chart looks anything close to this? Toshi is up 357% for the year, while damn near every other meme coin is negative. So yeah, Toshi has been cooking. Toshi is constantly cooking. Toshi cannot be stopped. So this is what you need to understand when it comes down to Toshi, fam. It's one of those projects that everyone knows it has the potential that it has. What's crazy is I haven't even seen anyone talking about other projects being better or things. Like, people just gave up from what I've seen, unless I'm just missing it. People just gave up all the nonsense talks and comparisons. It's like, how can you even say that you compare to Toshi now? Like, it's hard for these so-called competitors that people were trying to pretend like we had at one point in time. It's hard to even rationally make sense of such claims, because Toshi is doing so much. Like, and then what people are gonna do is say, oh, but it still can't match this market cap. And it's all of that is happening. So something that can't match a market cap or something else is still trusted more than something with a big market cap. I mean, at a certain point, people had to realize that it's stupid to think that just inflating the price of your token is going to be enough. That's not going to trick exchanges. That's not going to get you business partners. That's not going to trick whales. So you have an inflated market cap, but you don't actually have the credentials to support the position that you're currently looking like you're in, which all that is a big red flag to everyone who's knowledgeable in crypto. It's only like stuff like that only tricks noobs. It only tricks beginners. And then after they get destroyed by it, they'll never fall for it again. But some people got to get destroyed by it if they don't watch videos like this, where we just let you know you're being played. So yeah, projects are not even attempted anymore with Toshi from what I can see. But yeah, anyway, there we have it, y'all. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. As always, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out, fam.